Ronan, my son, he passed away when he was 5 months old. Grief is mentally and emotionally draining. A friend of mine offered me the treatment that he does. It really is like nothing I've experienced before. I got to really focus on the amazing memories and really sink that in. I've gained a sense of connection with Ronan. All these memories of love and the good times are so enhanced. I feel like that love connection is still there, but the pain and the trauma has eased and I feel lighter. My youngest, Ronan, my son, he passed away when he was 5 months old. Just recently we had his second anniversary of his death. It was so tough. Grief is mentally and emotionally draining, and when you get these lead-ups coming up to anniversaries or other big events, it's particularly more draining, I find. Since then, a friend of mine has been in contact with me. His name is Bruce Cartwright. He reached out to me having heard about Ronan and the experience that we've had, and he offered me the treatment that he does, which is called eutaptics or faster EFT. And it really is like nothing I've experienced before. It was really good. I am so glad that Bruce reached out to me. I didn't really know it existed, I didn't know much about it. So to have experienced it was just what I needed, to be perfectly honest with you. If you have had a bereavement, if you're going through grief, if you have experienced a trauma of some kind, I would definitely recommend Bruce Cartwright. He is from New Life. I will link his page below this post, and it's fantastic. We met the first time in Starbucks, and that's the first time I realised actually that Bruce was offering me this treatment. And we sat there, and it is strange. Now, you have to be open-minded. You have to appreciate that it is not a talking therapy as such, although you will be talking. And I sat there with my eyes closed in the corner of Starbucks, the outside in the garden. There wasn't that many people around, but if you did happen to see us, it was really good what we were doing, and I got a lot from it. So I'd have my eyes closed and I would revisit what it was like before Ronan, before the pregnancy, before we got the news, when we got the news in the pregnancy at 17 weeks, and how that felt. And although I've talked about it before, and I've dealt with my mind side of understanding all of that before, I think those sort of traumas, they sit in you, in your body, in a visceral response, in a real, almost like it's in every cell of your body. It's just trauma stays with you. I don't understand that well, but we're more than just our bodies. We're more than just our minds. We are connected. And for me, I felt as if I was carrying it, and then talking to Bruce about these particular parts of the story, of our story as it happened. And he would, whatever he would do, he'd talk me through it and give me the things to say, and he'd tap. And it felt like this release. It felt like I was actually letting it go. And we didn't get very long that particular day in Starbucks, and we booked another session. And as I was driving off, I felt as though when I look back on those memories, I could still remember them clearly. They didn't wash away my memories, they didn't take them away, but I was more of an observer to the memory and honouring the memory. And I didn't feel the same body, fear, tense, tight, visceral reaction, or the trauma. It wasn't the same. It seemed to be lifted to some degree. And it was like nothing I've had before. So I definitely would recommend Bruce. And I saw him again. We had another 2 hours and we did more, and I covered almost the rest of the story. Ronan had a very long and complex and chaotic and dramatic and absolutely beautiful story. His life was eventful, to say the least. And I didn't realise how much some of the traumas were still sitting with me. It was nice to go over them, to think about them, to release them, to let them go, but not gone for good. I still have the memories. Just the pain associated with them isn't as great as it was beforehand. And the other wonderful thing was I got to really focus on the amazing memories. I got to focus on the beautiful times that we had together and really, really sink that in even deeper. So I feel as though what I have done is I have gained a sense of connection with Ronan more than before, because the pain is just not as intense. It has gone to a degree and replaced all these memories of love, and the good times are so enhanced. And I felt lighter when I left, and I not need to see Bruce again, obviously, unless something else crops up, but I felt so light afterwards. I felt as though I was holding my body really, really tensely and tight. My whole body was just completely, I don't know, it just got used to being that way. And then when I left, I felt like the weight had gone. Ronan is still not with me. He is still not here physically with me. He's still here with me in spirit. And I do believe that. And I feel his presence in spirit. But I don't feel as tense. I feel like that love connection is still there. But the pain and the trauma has eased, and I feel lighter. So if you are experiencing a bereavement, I would recommend trying different things, trying if there is something that could work for you. And certainly this particular treatment was a beautiful, pleasant surprise. I wasn't expecting it to help me as much as it did. And I spoke to Bruce as well and explained that the Online Village for Mums is a page that I'm very passionate about, helping and supporting mums who have had their own difficulties. And I know that there's mums that have birth trauma. And if you've had a birth trauma or anything like that, give it a go. Give it a try. See if there is anything it can release from you. It's better to feel lighter. It doesn't take away the experience. It doesn't take away your memories. But it takes away that physical association with them that you don't even realize you're carrying. So, thank you, Bruce. I'm going to be having Bruce on here on the podcast as well to talk more about the treatment, because I really am not doing it justice and I don't know how to explain it. I just know how it felt for me. So thank you. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk again soon. Bye.
Hi, I'm Bruce from newlife.com. Please introduce yourself in the comments below. You can help me spread more peace and health and prosperity in the world by subscribing to this channel, liking this video, sharing it with other people. Remember to click the bell to get notifications of new videos. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Also, let me know what topics you'd like me to cover next by commenting below or clicking on the simple survey link in the description and putting stars by the topics that most interest you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.